Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Use the promo code HEROES to save 10% on all orders over $10 and support the channel at the same time. John from Heroes and Legends, and this is PAX Weekend, and with PAX Weekend we did get some Ixalan preview cards, and we got a really big one, as you can see from the title card here. So we're going to look at a few cards that have premiered over the course of the day, talk about them quickly. This won't be a long video, there's not all that many, but I wanted to compile these and get them out to you pretty quickly. Now, if you take a moment before we get started, check out the description below. You'll find a few ways to support us. You'll find some links to our Amazon product pages, and anything you buy via those links on Amazon, a small percentage will come back to help us out. That's always helpful. Secondly, you'll find our Patreon page, and then thirdly, Flipside Gaming also has their link there and a promo code for a discount for our viewers, which is awesome of them. So with that being said, let's get into the cards. Now, before we look at the Planeswalker, I just want to show you real quick Burning Sun's avatar. We haven't really seen the true art for this card yet. We saw the promo version, and we saw this leaked, and it was really hard to see. So just want to let you know this has been officially released as the Ixalan art. All right, without any further ado, Huatli Warrior Poet, a white, a red, and 3, legendary Planeswalker, 3 loyalty, +2 ability. You gain life equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. 0. Create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token with trample -X. This will deal X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures. Creatures dealt damage this way can't block this turn. Alright, I really like this card quite a bit. First off, very reasonable casting cost at 5, only 3 loyalty, but it has a +2, so it can quickly go up to 5 if that matters to you. But what I really like about it is the fact that it comes into play and you can use all 3 of these abilities. Just right off the bat, you have tons of selection, tons of choice. I think that's real good for 5 mana. That first one, okay, it's not super exciting, but it does give you 2 loyalty counters. Don't underestimate the power of that sometimes. The gaining life is dependent on your board state, so that's a little awkward, especially when we're talking about standard, but sometimes that could be good. I mean, if you're up against an aggressive deck like a Ramanap Red, there might be times where you opt to do the +2. Now, the other 2 abilities are the ones that have really caught my eye. That 0 ability, creating a 3/3 green dinosaur token with trample. First off, it's an off-color token. You get a green token for a red and white card. I don't know if that will come into play much at all, but I think that's kind of cool. But it does, more importantly, maybe defend itself. So now she can defend herself with a 3/3 dinosaur token. That's pretty awesome. And it's 0 loyalty cost. That's a great ability. The -X ability, I like that a lot. Again, I can just bring this card in and just simply like hit something for 3 if I'm in a bind. Or what I really want to do with this is spread that damage around, make things not be able to block for that turn and just attack in with all my dinosaurs. So I do think the power level is there for standard, and maybe she's in some sort of dinosaur-centric tribal stompy-ish deck with Boros, or maybe Boros in green colors most likely, and I don't know. I want to see the rest of the set just to kind of see how to brew with this card and all the crazy things you'll be able to do with this and Enrage, because what's cool is her -X ability also can trigger Enrage. It's not your opponent's creatures. You can target your own stuff with that too and turn on some Enrage abilities. I really like it. So she kind of acts like a dinosaur lord in some ways, but in Planeswalker form. So fantastic card. And like I said, definitely standard playable. This is a bomb in limited. Whether you're playing draft or sealed, you're going to be real happy if you happen to get this card in your pool. And if you can cast her, you're in a good situation for sure. I can't really think of modern, what I'd want to do with it there. I mean, the card is good. I'm just trying to figure out which decks could support something like this at the 5 spot. So I can't think of anything offhand, but if anyone thinks of something, let me know. I mean, the card has potential. I'm just trying to think of what existing archetypes kind of make sense for it. Haven't been able to come up with anything there. But overall, very, very excited about this one. Next we have Ixalan's Binding. This is an uncommon. It's a white and 3 enchantment. When this enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until this leaves the battlefield. Your opponents can't cast spells with the same name as the exiled card. Thought it was interesting they said opponents for multiplayer games, so I guess that's kind of cool. Now, as far as the card itself, how does it measure up against Castaway when we're talking about standard? I kind of feel like Castaway's a little better. I think the flash just makes that card amazing, and the cycling doesn't hurt either, but especially the flash ability on Castaway is really going to keep that, I think, in the forefront of people's minds, at least until it rotates out, and then maybe this card gets more of a chance. The other option for this card in standard is maybe if there is a deck that's super reliant on a particular permanent that if you exile it, shutting down other copies of it might mean the game for you, well then who knows, maybe some of these sneak into sideboards and standard, but I don't know if I really see that. I just think Castaway is just faster and more efficient. Now, beyond that, if you're talking about sealed or draft, yeah, this is a great card. Easily first pickable, probably in a lot of packs in draft. Fantastic removal for you. Non-land permanent removal, always happy to have it. Also, on a side note, this is Story Spotlight card number 1 of 5. What you're seeing here is Jace is coming to Ixalan, and he's actually trapped there. That's something they talked about in the PAX panel, that Planeswalkers can't leave Ixalan, which is interesting. So he's basically marooned there, if you will, like marooned on an island. And that's what you're seeing in the art there. Sentinel Totem. This costs 1. It's an artifact. When this enters the battlefield, you scry 1. Tap, exile this. Exile all cards from all graveyards. And it's uncommon. This is actually really sweet for graveyard hate. Now, it's a sideboard card, obviously. You don't just start playing with this. But you pull this out of your sideboard if you have to deal with some sort of graveyard shenanigans of any kind. That could be happening in Standard. It could be happening in Modern or Legacy even. The cost of this card being 1, and you can activate it as soon as it enters the battlefield, pretty much, as long as nothing stifles it or stops the ability. And you also get to scry for your trouble. Yeah, this card is super sweet. And I see this just basically getting universal sideboard play. All right, with that being said, those are the cards for today. We got to see some really good ones. I was excited about today's group. Small group, but very, very strong group of cards. Until next time, hey, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible by the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.